I remember I read it somewhere, or I think somebody said it. It was something like, from the time you were born into this world till the day you're gone, regardless of whatever you achieved, however financially successful you became, however amiable and popular you were, the most meaningful concepts we have the opportunity to come to know and learn from are truths that are relevant both 10,000 years in the past and 10,000 years into the future, regardless of whatever society you were brought up in. And I do think all our lives dance around the concepts of love and forgiveness, whether we realise it or not. Many ideals that we as people and as societies uphold as virtues are derived from them. Things such as balance or justice, compassion, understanding, kindness and acceptance, they're entangled in some way within love and or forgiveness. And the reason I feel them to be such profound concepts to understand is that they are capable of being utilised as powerful catalysts for not only growth on a personal level, but ultimately growth as a collective for our societies, for humanity as a whole. We go through life and experience a myriad of obstacles and inevitably traumas that have huge impacts on our lives, which shape us as people. But there's always the risk of becoming locked down within certain emotions, certain patterns of thought or perceived barriers that these situations bring up. The issue itself doesn't lie within feeling that anger or that frustration or feeling our sorrows or anything that we may think of as negative or turbulent, really. These are all intrinsically natural responses and part of our humanness. I feel the issue lies within the creation and the perpetuating of certain stories we begin telling ourselves, the continuation of cycles long past us having gone through these circumstances, all of which inevitably leads to seeing ourselves and often others from a perspective of limitation. And I think when we come to that point of realising and appreciating our constant state of becoming, of unfolding as personalities, the same way it's said that our physical bodies are ever shedding and ever renewing, that we can engage with love and forgiveness in giving us that option of accepting that our past experiences, our own wrongdoings or traumas, don't contain us as much as we may be allowing them to. Specifically with forgiveness, I feel some people can see it as being weak, that there's a certain pride in holding animosity towards someone who's wronged us or someone we love, that this righteous indignation is justified. But I feel that to forgive is as much a selfless act as it is a self-preserving one, you know? There's a quote that says, "In forgiveness lies the stoppage of the wheel of karma." And I believe it to be true that when we use forgiveness, not only do we stop a cycle, but we also cut ourselves free too, in order to move forward, in order to find balance. And for most of us, I think it can be one of the hardest things to attempt to do. acceptance and forgiveness don't equate to the condoning of wrongful actions. One might hear the words love, compassion, forgiveness, understanding and be like, what a chill lifestyle, or wow, this person must be a real doormat. But I think when one subscribes to these precepts, that they can be some of the most difficult things to sustain in our lives, especially in the face of hatred, violence, in the face of injustice, being humiliated, being invalidated, and non-communication. That even then, I still believe love to be a universal connector of people, and forgiveness to be a balancer of both our inner worlds and our exterior environments. And by making a conscious effort in becoming a more loving and forgiving person, not only towards others but for ourselves too, can be one of the most beautiful and beneficial things we can strive towards, that any of us can strive towards in the time we have within our life.